What is going on, Infinite Abundance family? This is Jordan, aka Infinite Abundance, the Galactic Guardian. The whole universe is on my side right now. Welcome to Quantum Manifestation University Week 2, right? In this week's recording, we're going to be getting into, the basic fundamentals of success. We're going to be getting into the basic fundamentals of success. The 4 basic concepts you're going to need to become successful in whatever it is you choose to do. So in last week, a little recap, the clarity, the understanding, the goals, the vision, the dream, the next logical step, the pain, the pleasure. We really went over the details on how to know what you don't want, how to know what you do want. So now that you know what you do want, you know what to focus on, you know how to focus on it, we're going to get into the basic concepts of success. So with that being said, guys, get your notebook out, get your pen and paper. And as always, guys, let's do our 20 push-ups. Let's get our state change in. Let's make sure we're feeling good now. Let's go ahead and do them right now, right? 20 push-ups. If you can't do push-ups, do jumping jacks. If you don't want to do that, just run around town naked or something. 11, 12, 13, 14. Hopefully that was 20. I lost count. All right, let's get into it, guys. So the 4 basic concepts of success, the basic fundamentals. All right, let's get into it. Make sure you have a notebook, a pen and paper ready. Notebook, pen and paper, whatever you need. Stay focused, right? So you guys should have with you right now. An index card with your chief aim on it. Okay. You should have whiteboards at your house, and you should have notebooks. Okay. If you don't have all of those things right now, I want you to stop watching this video and make sure you get all those things done. A little overview, if you for some reason did not do that or forgot about it. Okay. Get out some index cards, go to Staples, go to Office Depot, go to whatever. It's important that you get your Chief Aim card before you continue. Okay, it's very important you get that Chief Aim card before you continue. Okay, index cards like $5. Go ahead and get one. I am so happy and grateful now that. Okay, so happy and grateful now that ... and then whatever your Chief Aim is, put that on an index card, put it in your pocket. You want to burn that idea into your subconscious mind. You want to think about that all of the time. Right? We're going to go over a couple phrases so you guys remember. Success is one decision away. Success is a decision away. Right? What is a decision? A decision is when you know clearly what you don't want. Okay? Turn your back on it and focus all of your attention and energy into what you do want, okay? So now that you know what you want, right, you should have on a whiteboard right now, make sure you do this, guys, right? Do it right now. Like if you haven't done this, do this before you continue watching, okay? On your whiteboard, you should have your dream, you should have your chief aim, and you should have your next logical step. You should have all 3 of those things, okay? It's important you do this. Make sure you have that done and make sure you have your Chief Aim card. Okay, once you have your whiteboard and your Chief Aim card, okay, once you have both of those done, you are ready to move forward into what we're going to get into, Quantum Manifestation University. Quantum Manifestation University, Week 2, the basic fundamentals of success. Who is ready for this? Drop a comment on this video. This will probably be an unlisted YouTube link or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, we got the batteries running low. Let's get it plugged in. All right, we are good. Plugged in. All right. So, the basic fundamentals of success. Let's get right into it. All right. We've defined success. We've defined a decision. We know what we want, okay? Now, how do we get what we want, okay? We must think about it virtually all of the time, okay? So Focus on your chief aim all of the time. You must become your chief aim. You see, you might say, hey, Jordan, your name is Jordan. You are Jordan. Well, if you ask me, you see, back when I completed my first chief aim, and I'm in the process of completing my second chief aim right now, but you see, if you were to ask me, hey, Jordan, who are you? What's your name? I would have told you my name was Chairman Tin. I would have told you my name is my chief aim, okay? You need to know your chief aim. Know your chief aim like the back of your hand, okay? Like the back of your hand. Know it like your name. Know it like your name. That's so crucial. It's so important because here's the thing. When you know your chief aim, when you know what you want and you're thinking about it most of the time, that will tune your core vibrational frequency, your dominant vibration to the frequency of your goal and to your chief aim. And therefore, everything you learn in life and further in this course will be with the framework of your chief aim. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't know what your chief aim is, there's no point in continuing. Wait, before you continue on, get clear on your chief aim, make a decision. A success is a decision away. A decision is when you know clearly what you don't want, turn your back on it and focus all of your attention and energy into what you do want. That's a decision, okay? Now that you know what you want, you know what your chief aim is, focus on it all of the time. Maybe you want to be a professional basketball player. Maybe you want to be a professional video game player. Maybe you want to be, you want to own your own salon, right? Maybe you want to own your own gym, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be money. A lot of times it's better if it's money because it makes more sense, but it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't, maybe it's, I want to be in the dream relationship. I want to have the perfect woman by my side or the perfect man, right? Maybe that's your chief aim. That's totally valid. Maybe it's, I want to be in the best physical condition in my life. That could also be a chief aim, okay? So now that you know that is, let's get into the 4 basics of success. Let's get into the 4 basics of success, guys. Let's go ahead and clear this off. Let's save it. Let's clear this off. Okay, let's get into the 4 basics, guys. Basic number 1, the 4 basics of success. The 4 basics of success. Oh, baby. It's been a while since I've done this training. I'm excited to do this, guys. The 4 basics of success. Number one, push pause. All right, we're good. First basic of success is who do you listen to, right? Where are you getting your information from? You see, one of the things that you can do, right? One of the things you can do that's going to stop you from being successful is listening to the wrong people. A lot of us growing up, we were listening to teachers, coaches, our parents, and quite frankly, they didn't have the results you want. So you're going to want to get this information. You want to learn very specific information, okay? Because every piece of information, all energy that you allow into your field, whatever you allow into your mind produces thoughts. And those thoughts repeatedly will create beliefs. The beliefs will be the framework of how you view reality. And it will be essentially what you create into your life, okay? So what are you allowing into your mind? Very specific information, okay? Now, who do you listen to, though? Who do you listen to? Now, I'm not asking you, I am asking you who do you listen to now, but more so I'm asking you, who are you going to listen to now? Now that you know what you want, now that you know what your chief aim is, who are you going to listen to, right? You're going to listen to people who have what you want, okay? You're going to be listening to people who have been where you are, okay? And I already shared this with you guys, right? I had no money. I was a pizza delivery driver. I was a college dropout. I was lazy. I was confused. I was unhealthy, right? I had no confidence. I was afraid of what other people think. I was addicted to porn, right? I was addicted to video games, right? I was sleeping in. I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't grooming. I didn't even cut my hair. Like I was there, guys. That's where I was. And everything changed. Everything changed. Now, over the last couple of years, I've been able to travel to 38 different states, 8 different countries, make 6 figures trading, 6 figures network marketing, do what I love every single day, travel the world and help hundreds of people quit their job, 9 to 5, right? Speak on stage for hundreds of people. Maybe it's me. Look, maybe it's not me. You see what I'm saying? Maybe it's me, maybe it's not, right? But I want you to go beyond me as well. You know, yes, I'm a great person, a source to get information from, but I'm going to go beyond me, okay? You want to find someone who's 10 times further than where you want to actually be. Okay, so people who have been where people who have what you want, and people who have been where you are, right? And it's going to evolve past who do you listen to, but who do you get counsel from? Okay, so what I'm saying is, who do you ask questions to, right? So what you're going to do is You're going to ask really smart questions, okay? The fastest way you can learn is not asking yourself how, but asking yourself who, okay? And then start asking really smart questions. You see, the quality of the answer is determined by the quality of the question. The quality of the answer is determined by the quality of the question. The quality of the answer is determined by the quality of the question, right? You're going to take counsel and advice from the people that have what you want. Okay. But ultimately, guys, who you're going to listen to is yourself. Okay, not your ego, not who you think you are. You're going to listen to your feelings. Okay, you're going to listen to your higher self or your internal guidance system. You're going to listen to your internal guidance system. All right, that's what you're going to listen to. Follow your feeling, follow your intuition. And I have a full training on intuition that you're going to get later on in this course. I believe it's like it's either week 7 or week 8 or something. It's towards the end. This is the most powerful part. I mean, all of it's very, very powerful. I hate to say this is more powerful than that, but the intuition is super low-key secret sauce information. Follow how to follow your intuition, okay? The second basic of success is the teachability index, okay? The teachability index is what is your willingness to learn? What is your willingness to learn? And rate it yourself from 1 to 10. Like, how much is your desire to learn this information? How much is your desire to learn from anyone, right? What is your willingness to learn? What are you willing to give up to learn this? Are you willing to give up your favorite TV show or that favorite game or your favorite, whatever it is? Like, are you willing to give up? Are you willing to make sacrifices to learn what you need to learn? What are you willing to give up to learn this, okay? And then what is your willingness to change? You know, a lot of us, we love to read the book, we love to listen to audio, but we're afraid to make changes. We're afraid to do things differently, okay? You must be willing to change the way you think and change what you do, okay? If you can change the way you think and you change what you do, guess what, guys? You're going to get a different result, you see? But if you think the way you've always thought, you're going to get the things you've always got. If you do the things you've always done, you'll get the things that you've always had. So you're going to have to do things differently. You're going to have to think differently, and you're going to have to do things differently, okay? Do things differently. You must be obsessed with learning. You must be obsessed with learning. And know this and write this down. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what I don't know, right? Teach me more, right? And realize this, guys, and write this down. Write this down. You never get it. You're always getting it. A lot of us, we start to learn this information. We start to reach a certain level of success, and then we think we know it all, right? You got to be in this place. It's a good balance between I don't know it all, but I know enough. I don't know it all, but sorry about the dogs. I don't know it all, but I know enough to get the results. That's where you want to be, right? And you know there's always so much more to learn because you don't know what you don't know, right? We don't know what we know. We don't know. We only know what we've experienced. So realize that. The teachability index. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. Teach me more. You know, I'm grasping this, but I know there must be so much more. Teach me more. And this is where you really want to get asked smart questions, right? Ask really smart questions, okay? That's the teachability index, okay? So let's get into the third basic of success. Minimize this a little bit. Okay. The third basic of success is the training balance scale, right? The training balance scale. And I'm going to get into a little bit of stories of how I've used these basics here after I get into this, right? So there are two sides of the training balance scale, and I'm going to get into it. There are two sides of the training balance scale. Okay. On one side of the training balance scale, this is 99.9%. It's on one side. And on the other side, it's actually only 0.01%. And this is what people can get caught up. You see, the most important part of the training balance scale, it's actually the thoughts. It is the attitude. It's the belief. It is the energy, the intention, the feelings, the dream, right? The goal, the motivation, the why, okay? That's 99.9% of the trading balance scale. But what happens is, where people can mess up, where we can mess up is we think we have to figure out the how. We get so focused on the how that we don't even start. See, the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is unsuccessful people, they see their goal, they see their dream. They either don't even set the goal because they don't know how, or they don't believe in the goal because they don't know the how. You see, successful people don't know the how either. They just know that when they start, it'll all work out, okay? So 0.01% is the how, the action steps, the physical what to do, the work, the plan, the strategy, okay? And you're going to want to write down a couple of these phrases right now. Write this down, okay? When your attitude is right, facts don't count. When your attitude is right, the facts don't count. And why is that? Because what you think are facts are mostly people's opinions, okay? When your attitude is right, the facts don't count, because what you think are facts are mostly people's opinions, okay? See, and this is why, guys, right? Don't have to, the how is irrelevant. The how is irrelevant. It's irrelevant because why is this, guys? Belief, write this down, belief brings the how onto the radar screen. What's the radar screen? The radar screen is what you can see in the physical realm, okay? Well, realize that 99.9% of what the universe can bring to you is off your radar screen. And by you changing your vibration, that changes your situation, because now you're becoming a divine magnet. You're attracting circumstances, situations, events, and people that's matching the frequency that you're pulsing out. Okay, so we're going to get into, as far as like pulsing out the frequency, how do you actually transmit the frequency of what you want? How do you actually go ahead and do that? Okay, we're going to get that later. We're going to get onto that later on into the course. How do you pulse out the frequency of what you want? And yeah, perhaps I should have done that in the last one, but that's fine. Chief aim, how you're going to do it is you're just going to think about it while feeling good. I'll just keep it simple, right? You want to think about it while feeling good. Think about what you want while feeling good. Repeat the phrase over and over and over in your mind, out loud, and on paper. That's how you pulse out the frequency of what you want. See, and when you pulse out a frequency, the universe is going to send you back circumstances, situations, events, and people that match the frequency that you're putting out. And this is why feeling good now is one of the most important things, which we'll get into in either next week or the week after. Feeling good now. Why you got to feel good now is because, you see, feeling good is how you might be asking, okay, that's great. Well, how do I believe that? If beliefs are the most important thing, I'm going to save this and clear it, right? If beliefs are the most important thing, how do I believe? Okay. How do I believe? Well, guess what? We're going to get into that in, I think it's week 3 or week 4. That's a whole entire section of the course. How do I believe? Like, what do beliefs come from? How do I believe? Well, I'm going to break it down in about one sentence, okay? Or 2 sentences. Beliefs are nothing more than repeated thoughts, okay? And how do you believe, right? Feeling good means you're believing. Feeling bad means you're doubting. So you want to get yourself to feel good. This is why feeling good now is the most important thing. Feel good now is always your number one goal at all times. And realize, guys, your achieve fame, your goal, your dreams, the only reason you want those things is because of the idea of the feeling it's going to bring you. Anyway, so feeling good now is worth it in of itself. Okay, maybe your chief aim is just to feel really, really, really good all the time. That's totally valid as well. Okay, because yes, the universe is going to get you what you think about, but ultimately you're going to get what you're feeling. You're going to get what you're vibrating. Okay, so when you change your vibration, write this down, that changes your situation. When you change your vibration, that changes your situation. So let's get into the 4th basic, guys. With that being said, the 4th basic of success, number 4, is the 4 steps to learn. Okay, step number 1 is unconscious incompetence. Step number 2 is conscious incompetence. Step number 3 is conscious competence. Step number 4 is unconscious. And I'm gonna break this down. Unconscious competence, okay? The first step, this is where I don't even know that I don't know, right? Completely oblivious. You're oblivious, you're unaware, okay? So if you got access to this course, right, you were actually at level 2 because you knew enough to know that you don't know. I know that, step number 2 is I know that I don't know. I know that I don't know. This is where you're aware that, hey, I don't know what I don't know. You see, if you're not at the point where I don't know what I don't know, you're actually unconscious and conscious. You're not even aware there's information out there for you to learn. You see, when you're on step 2, you're looking to learn. Okay, so maybe that's when you buy the course, or maybe that's when you ask the question. That's an example of what's conscious incompetence, right? An example of unconscious incompetence is where you think you know everything. You think you know it all. This is why it's important to master the basics, okay? Step number 3 is when you have the information, but you are consciously using effort to apply, okay? Meaning it's not a habit yet. You're in the process. You're in the process of developing habits. You're in the process of developing habits. You're fine-tuning and tweaking. This is like a trial and error type of deal, right? That's where you're at, conscious competence, okay? And that's where you're at for the majority of the time. You're always going to be at one of these levels at something, okay? I want you to keep that in mind. But this is the goal. This is where you want to be. The step number 4 is unconscious competence, okay? This is where you know that you know, and it happens automatically, right? It's part of your memory bank, right? Your knowledge bank. You don't have to think about it anymore. You're on autopilot, okay? Maybe you've been waking up at the same time every day for 20 years. You're on autopilot, right? Maybe you brush your teeth the same way. Maybe you drive to work the same way. Maybe you eat the same food every week, or you get the same shit at the grocery store. Whatever it is, right? You're on autopilot, okay? So here's the whole concept is, hey, I know what I want, okay? That's step number 1. What do I want? Step number 2 is the first basic. Who do I listen to? Who already has that? Who's already done that, okay? Now that you know who that is, teachability index. What is my willingness to learn? What is my willingness to accept change? Because this person has the information that I want. So now that I know that this person has the information I want, all right, now you get into the training balance scale, right? It's not about the how, it's about me believing that it's already done. It's about the belief. So if you believe it, if you know what you want, you're listening to the right person, you're willing to learn and change, you believe, and you go through these steps of learning, that's the basics, okay? Your goal is to get to unconscious competence where you're doing the right things long enough consistently. And write that down, all right? You see, you do the right things long enough to consistently, you're going to get the result. Do the right things long enough consistently, you're going to get the result. Okay, so what are the right things? What's long enough and what's consistently? Right? Good question, right? What are the right things, right? The right things are, you see, do what works, man. Do what's already proven to work. I would say the right things, only you know this, right? Yes, it's what's proven to work. Yes, what your mentor says, but ultimately follow your feelings, okay? Follow your feelings. You see, because realize that your heart knows the answer before your mind could think of the question. You know, follow your internal guidance system. Your internal guidance system is the compass to your future self. Your internal guidance system, which is your feelings, which is your intuition, is the compass to your future self because your heart is connected to all past, present, and future timelines, right? Every possibility that's in the field already exists. Every potential future version of you already exists. You see, once you make a decision on what you want and what your goal is, you're choosing the direction to aim your internal guidance system or compass at which future version of you do you want to be. Whew, that was good. That was really good. I hope you got that. Oh, man. What is long enough? Long enough is until you don't have to think about it anymore. It just happens automatically. Until it's automatic, that's long enough, right? And this is what Kevin Trudeau said, right? The basics are from Kevin Trudeau. I learned this from Kevin Trudeau. But realize this, what is long enough, right? What is long enough? Second here. Long enough is till it happens automatically. Till it happens automatically. You see, you can stop focusing on and mastering and learning the basics when you can't wait. You can't wait to learn more about the basics. That's when you can stop. You see what I'm saying? that you got to always focus on the basics. Always focus on the basics. You can stop learning and focusing and mastering on the basics when you can't wait to learn more about the basics. That's when you can stop. Right? Now, what's consistently? Let's define consistently. What is consistently? Right? Depending on what it is, man, it's up to you. It's your own interpretation. Maybe it's daily, maybe it's weekly, maybe it's monthly. Depends on what it is. Okay, but realize ultimately at the end of the day, I'm going to save this. Right? Realize this, guys. Nothing is true. Everything is a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is just a perspective. Okay. Ultimately, your internal guidance system will tell you. You follow your intuition. I'm offering you a perspective that's worked for me. It's worked for many other people. It's been proven to work. A lot of this information is passed on from secret societies. You see, the elite world leader information that they've used to control the world. A lot of this is elite information. Okay. So who do you listen to? Teachability, Next Training Battle Scale, 4 Steps Learning. Now let's get into some resources that you can use for the basic fundamentals. Right? Some resources. Okay. I'm going to give you guys some books. I'm going to give you guys some audios. I'm going to give you guys some trainings. And I'm going to give you guys how to find a mentor. Okay. I'm going to give you guys, maybe it's me. You know, maybe after you're done with this course, you're like, I want you to coach me. I want you to be my mentor. Well, I do offer coaching as well. So maybe it's me, maybe it's not, maybe it's someone else. I can definitely help you find a mentor though, if it's not me. Okay. So what are some books you can read? I'm gonna give you the basic book list mentioned in Your Wish, Your Command. I'm gonna start there. All right. First book, Magic of Thinking Big. Magic of Thinking Big. Second book, See You at the Top. Third book, Ask and It Is Given. Very powerful book. Very powerful book. Asking is Given. Changed my life. Going over manifestation, right? I'll give you what they're about, right? It's manifestation. Magic Thinking Big is self-explanatory. It's thinking big. See, the top is about attitude. Magic Thinking Big is about thinking. Okay. Let's see. It's almost like Asking and Giving is really about feelings, to be honest, too. It's about feeling good now. Feeling good now is pretty much in Asking and Giving. And then fourth book is The Secret, which is about the law of attraction. And then fifth book is Psycho-Cybernetics. Psycho-Cybernetics is about the self-image and the subconscious mind. Okay, you're going to want to read these books, right? Then you got The Law of Success. Law of Success in 16 lessons. Okay, I've read all of these. Okay, Law of Success. I've read about half of it. See the Top, I've read about half of it. Asking is Given, I've read 3 times. Magic of Thinking Big, I've read 2 times. The Secret, I've read 2 times. Psycho-Cybernetics, I've read 2 times. Think and Grow Rich, I've read 2 times. And you're going to read these over and 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 over again. Just keep reading them. Think and Grow Rich, I guess I'll just put success on there. I don't even know how to categorize that. Magic of Believing. Okay, Magic of Believing. I'm in the process of reading that one time. This is about belief. Okay, and then you're going to go How to Win Friends and Influence People. Read this as well. Right? How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is about, self-explanatory once again. This is how you get the right relationships. It's about how to get the right relationships. A big part of success is meeting the right people. And this is how to meet people, how to influence people into your way of thinking. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Right? And then you got what you say is what you get. Obviously, it's about it's about using the right words, using words wisely. It's important success concept is using words wisely. And then Hung by the Tongue, also, using words wisely. Like, I'll just have this question, guys. Are you speaking life or death into your situation? Are you speaking life or death into your situation? Right? Use words to create. Use words to create. Use words to create. There's really 2 things your words are going to tell you, right? The words are useful. Words can tell you what you're thinking. Words can tell you what you're thinking, and you can use words to redirect your thought. Okay, so you want to use words wisely. You want to use your words to appreciate instead of complain. You want to use words to appreciate instead of complain, because whatever you're speaking is what you're going to be thinking, and what you're thinking the most is what you're going to be believing, and that's what you're going to create. You're going to create in your life a reflection of what you believe on the inside. You see, because the real world exists within yourself. The outer world just reflects back to you how you feel and what you believe about it. Okay, take care of the present moment, and the future will take care of itself, because the future is nothing more than a continuation of present moments. Okay. Right. Okay. Now you're going to get into some audios. We'll get into some audios to read, to listen to. All right. First one is going to be Your Wish is Your Command. Your Wish is Your Command. This is on YouTube for free. You're going to go to Strangest Secret. Right. This is also on YouTube. You're going to want to get access to the Gin trainings. Right. I'll drop a link in here. Hopefully I'll have a link in here for you if I remember. You're going to want to watch the Gin trainings. These are also on YouTube. Kevin Trudeau. Okay, this is all Kevin Trudeau. That's your kind of your basic stuff. KT, Kevin Trudeau, right? And you're going to want to find basically resources, audios, and books that relate to people that have the results you want in your field. Okay, that's who you want to find. So if you're a YouTuber, find someone that's really good at YouTube, maybe like Think Media. If you're into TikTok, maybe go Robert Benjamin. Okay, maybe if you're in Forex, maybe go ICT. Right? Maybe if you're in network marketing, go Alex Martin or David Minite. Right? Whatever it is, Austin Godsey is great. You know, maybe you're in basketball, go Taylor Allen or Drew Hanlon, or Lethal Shooter, or what's his name, the Global Hooper, right? Whatever, right? Whatever it is you want to do. Maybe if you play Fortnite, watch Ninja. Right? You want to observe. This is the whole concept, right? You want to observe and model yourself after people who have what you want. Okay? This is what I want you guys to realize, right? You're always listening to someone. So you're either listening to people who have the results you want, and that's going to change what you think. That's going to change your vibration. It's going to change how you feel. It's going to change what you create. Or you're listening to random people that's taking you off course of your goals. Right? One of the most important things you can do is change your environment. And that's going to be part of the subconscious mind. Okay. Maybe we'll do that one next. Right? The subconscious mind. Right? It's about your environment. It's about your beliefs. It's about your thoughts. It's about your feelings. It's about the images you see in your mind. Okay. About the images you see in your mind, your subconscious mind. Observe and model yourself after people who have what you want. Right? And then you're going to get into some trainings. Okay. Some trainings. Go specific in your field. I recommend, guys, finding a mentor, find a course. It's best if you just find one person and just do what they do, because ultimately, no matter what you do, if your training balance scale is in alignment, no matter what you do, it's going to work. You see, because when your attitude is right, the facts don't count. Because if you think you're fast, it's just people's opinions. So it doesn't matter what you do. If you believe it'll work, it'll work. You see, that's the whole thing about magic and thinking big. Right? If you believe it'll work, it'll work. You're right. If you have the right attitude, if your attitude is right, the facts don't count. Well, guess what? It's going to work for you, because that's see you at the top. Read that book over and over again. Right? No matter what you do, it's going to work. We're going to get into also in the subconscious mind next week. It's either going to be next week or the week after. We'll see how I end up doing this. We're going to give you guys specific affirmations that can program certain phrases into your field and change your core frequency so that you can become a divine magnet to what it is that you want. Right? How to find a mentor, guys. I would just simplify this, right? Who do I know right now? Who do I know? And if you guys don't have a great network, maybe you have a great network, go into your network, go into your phone. Who do I know that knows someone or that might know someone? And just ask them a question. Hey, Jordan, who do you know that's really good at music? Who do you know that's really good at this? Who do you know that has this result? Who do you know? And look, I'm either going to know someone directly or I'm going to know someone who knows someone, right? No matter what, I will know someone who knows someone at the very least. Right, so you can ask me that question, right? And you want to find yourself a mentor, and maybe you don't have access to them right away, person one-on-one. But here's the thing: you can read their books, you can listen to their audio, you can watch their YouTube, you can watch their Instagram, and do it. Here's the thing, guys: be willing to learn, be willing to change, do what they do, and you're gonna get what they have. You see, you think how they think, you're gonna get what they get. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how it works. Find someone who has the results you want and do what they do. You see, follow one course until successful. That's focus. Follow one course until successful, right? Create some residual income for yourself. RICH, rich. Residual income creates happiness. POOR, right? Passing over opportunities repeatedly. So you got to take action. You see, Your vibration is going to create the circumstances, but you must follow your feelings to take action on the circumstances that present themselves, right? That's the difference, right? And you got to have depth of vision. Don't see things as they are, but see them as they could become. Don't see things as they are, but see them how they could become. That's also magic of thinking big. Don't see things as they are, but see them how they could become. This is with people, places, and things, right? Be a visionary. Be visionary. See things further down the track, right? So that's going to be it for this training. Stay tuned on Friday, June 11th. Friday, June 11th, we are going to have the live Q&A going over this section, this recording, on Friday, June 11th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have that live Q&A. Make sure you hop on, get a notebook, get a drink, get your snacks, whatever you got to need. Get ready and get focused. And we're going to get you guys to the next level. Stay tuned for next week. We're going to be going over either the subconscious mind or feeling good now. We'll see how I feel about it. We're going to do the subconscious mind. So that being said, guys, much love. Peace out. Send me a message on Instagram if you got any questions, or save the questions to the live. Matter of fact, save the questions to the live, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Much love and peace.